China's latest AI breakthrough has leapfrogged the world.
I think we should take the development out of China very, very seriously.
A game-changing move that does not come from OpenAI, Google, or Meta.
There is a new model that has all of the valley buzzing.
But from a Chinese lab called DeepSeek.
It's opened a lot of eyes of what is actually happening in AI in China.
What took Google and OpenAI years and hundreds of millions of dollars to build, DeepSeek says took it just 2 months and less than $6 million.
They have the best open source model, and all the American developers are building on that.
Hi everyone, meet DeepSeek, a new player in the global AI race. But why is it causing panic among tech giants? And could it be the start of a shift in global AI dominance? Let's dive in. For years, the US has been the undisputed leader in artificial intelligence. Companies like OpenAI, Google, and Meta have led the charge, investing billions in developing cutting-edge AI models. But just when it seemed like no one could catch up, a small AI lab in China, DeepSeek, has burst onto the scene, making waves with a new large language model that was built on a shoestring budget. Here's the kicker. In benchmark tests, DeepSeek's model has outperformed big names like Meta's Llama 3.1, OpenAI's GPT-4o, and Anthropic's Claude Sonnet 3.5 in areas like problem-solving, math, and even coding. And they did this with less than $6 million, and without relying on powerful chips like NVIDIA's H100 GPUs. So how did they pull this off? And what does it mean for the global AI race? Okay, let's start with the big question. What exactly is DeepSeek, and why is everyone talking about it? DeepSeek is a large language model, like OpenAI's ChatGPT or Google's Bard. But what makes it different is how it was built. While Silicon Valley is spending billions on these massive AI systems, DeepSeek was created on a budget of just $6 million. That's practically nothing compared to what the big players are shelling out. And yet, in third-party tests, it managed to outperform Meta's Llama 3.1, OpenAI's GPT-4o, and Anthropic's Claude Sonnet 3.5. Let that sink in. They spent a fraction of the money and still came out ahead in areas like problem-solving, math, and coding. It's like showing up to a Formula One race with a go-kart and winning. But it's not just the cost that's shocking, it's how they built it. Unlike US companies relying on high-powered GPUs like NVIDIA's H100, which are crazy expensive, DeepSeek optimized their model to run on less powerful, more affordable chips. This means their tech is not only cheaper to build, but also easier to scale. And here's where things get even more interesting. DeepSeek is open source. That means anyone, from researchers to startups, can access and use it for free. Compare that to Silicon Valley, where you have to pay hefty fees to access proprietary models. Now let's talk about performance. DeepSeek's model excelled in benchmarks that matter: complex problem-solving, advanced math, and even coding efficiency. These aren't just flashy features, they're the kinds of skills that businesses, developers, and even governments need. And the fact that it's outperforming the biggest names in AI, that's a game changer. In short, DeepSeek isn't just another AI model. It's proof that you don't need endless resources to create something groundbreaking. It's efficient, accessible, and undeniably disruptive. And it's making the AI world rethink what's possible. So why is this causing such a stir? Let's break it down. First, let's talk costs. Companies like OpenAI and Meta are spending billions, yes billions, on developing AI models, data centers, and the infrastructure to support them. But here comes DeepSeek, casually building a better performing model for less than $6 million. That's pocket change compared to Silicon Valley's budgets. It really makes you wonder, is all that spending even necessary? Could big tech be overthinking this whole AI race? Now let's look at the business impact. US companies thrive on their proprietary AI models they lock behind paywalls or licenses to rake in profits. But DeepSeek's model? It's open source. That means anyone, anywhere can use it for free. This kind of democratization could seriously cut into the market share of companies like OpenAI. Why pay a premium for proprietary software when a free alternative does the job even better? And then there's the elephant in the room, global AI leadership. For years, America has been the clear leader in AI innovation, but DeepSeek's success sends a loud message. China isn't just catching up. They're finding smarter, more efficient ways to innovate. And here's the kicker. They're doing it without relying on US tech. Remember those export bans on advanced chips like NVIDIA GPUs? Turns out China doesn't need them to stay competitive. Finally, there's the national security angle. AI isn't just about apps and chatbots. It's also about defense, cybersecurity, and global influence. If China can develop world-class AI models with fewer resources, what does that mean for America's strategic edge? Some experts are already warning that this could shift the balance of power in areas like military AI and cybersecurity. So yeah, it's no wonder Silicon Valley is panicking. DeepSeek isn't just a tech breakthrough, it's a wake-up call. CNBC's Deirdre Bosa recently covered this story, and in her interview with Perplexity CEO Aravind Srinivas, he made a key point. Open source models like DeepSeek are a total game changer. Think about it. These models are free, accessible, and incredibly powerful. For smaller companies and independent developers, this levels the playing field in a way we haven't seen before. And for the big players, it's a potential threat to their dominance. Then there's the bigger question. What does this mean for big tech's spending habits? If DeepSeek can achieve these results with less than $6 million, how will companies like OpenAI justify their billion-dollar investments? It's like someone showing up to a luxury car race with a souped-up scooter and winning. It forces everyone to rethink their approach. And we can't forget about Washington, D.C. Policymakers are watching this closely because it's not just about technology, it's about national security and geopolitical power. The idea that China can develop world-class AI models without relying on U.S. technology, that's a big deal. It raises questions about how the U.S. should respond, not just in terms of innovation, but also regulation. So, whether it's tech leaders or government officials, one thing is clear. DeepSeek has everyone talking, and not all of it is optimistic. Now let's zoom out and talk about the bigger picture. DeepSeek isn't just a cool AI breakthrough, it's a moment that could redefine the future of artificial intelligence. First, there's the question of democratization. Open source AI like DeepSeek's model could unlock opportunities for smaller companies, researchers, and developers all over the world. Imagine a world where anyone can access cutting-edge AI tools without needing a billion-dollar budget. Sounds great, right? But here's the flip side. Open source AI also comes with risks. What if these powerful tools fall into the wrong hands? Think misinformation, cyber attacks, or worse. Next, we have to ask, what's the US going to do about this? One thing is clear. America needs to rethink its AI strategy. This could mean increasing funding for research, creating policies to retain top talent, or even working with allies to set global AI standards. But it's not just about spending more money, it's about spending smarter. If DeepSeek has shown us anything, it's that you don't need billions to make an impact. Finally, let's talk about the AI arms race. DeepSeek's rise is a reminder that this race isn't just about who builds the best model, it's about who sets the rules. Will the US and China collaborate on AI governance, or are we heading toward even more tech decoupling? These are big questions, and the answers will shape the future for decades to come. So what does all this mean for the AI race? DeepSeek isn't just a new player, it's proof that innovation doesn't always come with a big price tag. As Silicon Valley scrambles to respond and policymakers consider their next moves, one thing is certain, the stakes have never been higher. But what do you think? Could DeepSeek mark the beginning of China's AI dominance, or will the US find a way to adapt and stay ahead? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into the tech that's shaping our world.